Today's story is about one of the most terrifying places ever. A place where death pervades every aspect. The morgue. These are some of the stories told by the workers there, who swear they actually happened. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive notifications of the new story. I hope this video reaches 1000 likes before the next video. Let's get started. Deep in old Cairo, tucked away behind the tangled streets of Zeinhom, there stands a pale, time-worn building. Everyone in the city knows it, but only a few have been inside, and fewer still came out sane. Its name, Zeinhom Morgue. But that name, it's more than just a place for the dead. They say it's a threshold, a doorway between our world and something else. Something that watches and sometimes answers. Scene 1. Ali, the medical student. Ali, a 5th-year med student, walked into Zeinhom for his first training session. Eager, curious, but not afraid. He didn't yet know. Some corpses still breathe. This is cadaver number 17. Died in a car crash. Look at the metal plate in her skull. Emergency surgery attempt failed. Ali leaned in, taking notes. But when he looked at her face, her left eye moved. He blinked, told himself it was a trick of the light, until the eye opened wide, and it looked back. Scene 2. The cameras that went insane. Security cameras in the morgue run 24/7. But what happened on March 17th? Nobody could explain. At 3:07 a.m., footage showed the body dragging itself. Yes, dragging itself. Across the floor, stopping right in front of fridge number 4. Fridge 4 had been sealed for 6 months. Why? Because the corpse inside had no head. The footage vanished after 4 minutes, but the guard on duty, Adil, saw it. The next morning, Adil was found inside fridge 4, with his eyes missing. Scene 3. The dismembered room. Zeinhom has a room, they call it the dismembered wing, used for victims of accidents and violent crimes. The rule is simple: never go in alone. The story of Dr. Nabil. In 2003, a young pathologist named Nabil entered alone to retrieve a file, but he never came out. When they checked the cameras, they saw him talking to a figure in the shadows, a blurry figure, motionless, watching. But when they enhanced the image, the figure he was speaking to was himself. Scene 4. The Whispering Slab. In 2011, a technician reported something strange. Every time he approached one particular autopsy slab, he heard a faint whisper. Closer. He assumed it was stress, until the whisper called him by name. Hussam, come here. I've been waiting. That slab was never used again. Today it's covered with a lead sheet, and they call it the mouth. Scene 5. The baby that cried. One winter night in 2015, a newborn was found abandoned and dead. The corpse was sent to Zeinhom, stored, tagged, forgotten, until the midnight shift heard a cry. Not a scream, not a hallucination, a soft, innocent baby's cry. When they opened the storage drawer, the body was still cold, still stiff, but tiny tears stains ran down both cheeks. Some people say Zeinhom holds souls that never left, bodies that refuse to be called dead, and doctors who stop talking, not because they forget, but because they know the one who tells the truth are the first to disappear. If you ever find yourself near Zeinhom late at night and you hear soft footsteps behind you, don't look back, because what is behind you isn't alive, and whatever you do, if it calls your name, don't answer. But why is the Zeinhom morgue associated with horror and myths? The silent nature of the work. The premises are closed, cold and often operate at night. making them a fertile ground for popular imagination. Staff stories. Some nurses or security personnel tell strange stories of moving bodies or nighttime sounds. Unidentified corpses. These types of bodies are the focus of questions and legends. There are unexplained occurrences, such as bodies decomposing at an unusual rate, or bodies that never decompose at all. There are stories of nighttime screams from the morgue, or open eyes and moving bodies after death is pronounced. Those who work there, doctors and assistants, have shared stories over the years of spirits wandering within the morgue. And with that, we have reached the end of our story. I'm waiting for your opinions in the comments. If you have ever had a scary situation, or you have a story you want me to tell, write it in the comments and I'll choose the one that gets the most interaction and likes. Subscribe, like and activate the bell, and share the story with anyone who loves scary stories or strange theories. See you next time.